I've got real talk for you today. I know a lot of you are really wanting to get to that next level, reach that next goal, and really bust through your own personal ceiling of where you want to be. And today I'm going to break down exactly what you need to be able to do that. And let me just tell you, it's nothing you can buy, it's nothing you can find on Amazon, and honestly, you already know what it is. So are you ready? Let's find out the magic. Ready, get set, let's go. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be breaking it down. Like I said, it's going to be some real talk today. So if you're ready for some real talk, if you are serious about making it to the next level, about pushing yourself just a little bit farther, I'm not talking huge jumps today, okay? Being able to really focus in on what you can improve, where you can improve, and the different areas that you can improve upon really kind of helps you overall just feel better, more confident, and more secure in knowing that you can totally do this. I can totally do this, but this fly is driving me insane. This fly is my bug today. All right, so if you see this little guy buzzing around, pay no attention to him. I don't want you to give him any attention because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. You know why? Because he's trying to take your attention. He is. And that's the same thing that we can get wrapped up ourselves, unfortunately, when it comes to everyday real life. The real talk today is all about comparison. One of the great quotes, comparison is the thief of joy. It is honestly so incredibly true. Because especially with social media and the way that we not just work businesses, so even if you don't work a business, thanks for watching anyway, but for those of you who look at Facebook, who look at Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever it is that you're looking at, we can all succumb to this at some point or another, right? We can succumb to, she just looks like she has it all together. Oh my gosh, I wish my clothes looked as cute as her clothes. I wish my handwriting looked as cute as her handwriting on her planner. I'm totally there, you guys. I'm totally there, and we all are. We all are. And this really kind of made me think, the reason that I wanted to drop this video today, because I actually had, I posted a picture, my youngest went back to school today. It was the first day back to school, 4th grade. It was very hard. So as a mommy, yes, I know, I still get emotional. This is my 3rd child, for goodness sake. I should be like, yes, right? And I am. I'm excited for her. But at the same time, that little mommy guilt is there, right? That little piece of you that's like, oh, my baby, right? My baby. So yesterday, as we were getting ready, my little mess, if you haven't yet met her through some of my videos, you can go back, you'll catch her, trust me, she stands right out. My little mess is fearless when it comes to really owning who she is. And honestly, I'm kind of in awe of that. And I really wish that I could take a little piece of that. And I really try to as much as I can, because it's that innocence, right? It's that feeling of just knowing that she is secure with who she is. And to be able to know that at 9.5 years old, I still struggle with it. We all do, right? Like I said, real talk, real talk. Even though on social media, sometimes we like to show the highlight reel, right? And oh my gosh, I'm looking super cute today. I'm totally taking a selfie, right? We have those moments, and that's good to have those moments. I don't want you to feel guilty about those moments, because guys, we have to have those good moments, right? It's all about balance. You have the good moments, you have the bad moments. I'm going to share with you mine here in just a moment, but let me just share exactly why I wanted to talk about this subject today, because it's very relevant. So like I said, last night we were getting ready for school today. So little miss, she likes to take her lunch. She's a very picky eater. I'm slowly learning that she is kind of inching more towards like a raw food diet, which I really don't know too much about because I like all food, but she really just loves raw food, and that's great and that's awesome. I wish I had the willpower, but I don't. So anyway, so I pack her lunch for her when she goes back to school, and she has some OCD tendencies, and some of those come out, especially when it comes to eating. One of those is that her foods can't really touch. She eats things in a certain order, right? So like if she's eating like for me example, when I had my lunch today, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because PB&J is my jam, and I have chips with that, right? So as I'm eating my sandwich, I'll take a bite of my sandwich and have a chip. Oh, that doesn't happen for Little Miss, right? Things have to be eaten like all together. Like she eats the sandwich all at one time, then she eats the chips all at one time, right? That's just her, and that's how she is, and I love her for how she is, right? So I try and help her with that. And so one of the things that I got at the amazing Target when we were school shopping was a little bento box. And the bento boxes, you've seen them, right? They're the little boxes, and they just have like dividers. It's nothing special, it's nothing, but she loved it because she was like, oh, that way I can have everything right there, right? She was super excited about this. So I packed her lunch, made her lunch for her, and I had made a post on Instagram, yay, back to school. And I had one of my friends on Instagram post, and she's like, oh my gosh, you are goals. You're just putting us all to shame with your mom, making lunch. And I honestly, like, literally laughed out loud, right? LOL. I literally laughed out loud because I'm like, oh my gosh, totally don't think that I have it all together, because no, okay, I'm not the highlight reel. But it really started me thinking, right? Because we do, right? We see something and we're like, oh, she must have it all together, right? I must be the mom who has it all together. It's totally not the case. It's just me finding a way to fit her personality into her lunch so she's more comfortable eating her lunch is really all it is. And it saves me from putting things into all these various sandwich bags in our lunchbox. So, and it really struck me like, you know what? We really need to remind ourselves of this because we do it without even thinking about it, right? I'm sure that most of you can probably hop on Instagram, you can pop on Facebook, whatever, right now, and I guarantee you can at least find one post where there's, even if you're not a jealous person, right? But there's probably at least one post that you can look at and see and just be like, I wish, fill in the blank, right? I wish I looked that cute in a dress like that. Oh, I wish I could wear those heels all day. Or in this case, oh my gosh, I wish I packed my kids' lunches that way, right? And again, that's awesome, right? That doesn't mean that happens every single day for us, right? But most times it does because I have to, because like I said, she's a picky eater, otherwise she just flat out won't eat. So I really have to do those things, right? But the whole point is that we can find ourselves really giving into that a lot. And when we look at that from our business perspective, we can do the same thing. Again, whether you even realize that you're thinking that way or not, it just sometimes happens. And I'm one of those people who, I'm pretty good, right? I've really grown a thick skin over the years, and I can kind of put my blinders on and work my business, right? I don't care what Sally Joe and Carl are over here doing with their business. I'm still gonna do me, right? Do I get inspired by looking at the way other people work their business? Heck yes, I do. And I think that is healthy for all of us because we should all be looking at different ways, not necessarily to copy what someone else is doing, but to be able to take a piece of that and go, that totally fits in with me and my brand and what I do. So how can I make that work for me, right? How can I use that to my brand, right? How can I use that for my business? So I think that is very healthy. However, we all can get stuck into sometimes really letting ourselves get caught up with that comparison bug. Just like that fly who's still flying around my window. Still there, right? But I can't pay attention to the fly. Because if I start paying attention to the fly and I really start, paying attention, right? What happens to my blinders? Well, first of all, my blinders come off because now I'm looking for the fly. Second of all, that means I take my eye off the ball in my business, right? My eye is not focused on my business, it's now focused on that business. What are they doing? How are they doing it? Why was it that they were able to get amazing sales today and I didn't? Because this thing released but none of my customers were interested. How did she sell 8 of them, right? We can get caught up in that, and we have to be able to pull ourselves back when it comes to that comparison bug, and we have to be able to say, nope, not gonna let it. I'm not gonna let that bug drive me nuts. I'm not, right? Because when we do that, again, we take our focus off what is really important to us. And we have to remember, again, what is our why? Why are we working this business? For me personally, this is my full-time business. So my full-time business needs full-time attention. So if I'm spending more time scrolling through Facebook or scrolling through Instagram or Pinterest, okay, totally guilty of that. The more time that I spend looking at what other people are doing, the less time that I'm actually taking away time from looking at my own business. And sometimes we really have to, again, just remind ourselves that that's not the reason that we're here. We all are different, we all are unique. And the biggest thing about all of this and the beauty of running this business that we love so incredibly much, I will tell you the magic secret. Are you ready for it? I teased you about it. Are you ready for it? I told you you can't buy it. You can't get it off of Amazon. The magic is you. That's right. And you may be sitting there going, Jacqui, I'm totally not magic. Let me just tell you, Jacqui is not totally magic. I'm not magic, right? But just like my little miss and how she loves her rainbows and unicorns and all the fun magical stuff, she owns that. We have to own what we are, and we have to own the things that make us us. When we start comparing ourselves to others, we find that we start mimicking others or almost copying others. And what does that do to our personal brand is it starts to break down. And let me just tell you right now, guys, in a network marketing, social media business that we do in doing this, it really is, that's what we do, then that can be detrimental. Because I tell people this all the time, let me help you build your brand. And building your brand is not me telling you what to do. What it is me reminding you to simply be you. And embrace the hot mess that you are. If you're a hot mess mom, embrace the hot mess mom. If you're the one who makes the cool lunches, embrace the cool lunches, okay? I have met amazing friends over the years. I could sit here and name them all off, but they know who they are. And they are absolutely fantastic at being able to literally dial in to their brand. And when I say their brand, it's not their business, right? I am an independent Scentsy consultant, okay? Scentsy is not my brand though. My brand is Jacqui. And it's what I bring to the table to help share the Scentsy, which is my business, right? Your brand and your business are completely different planets, okay? Your brand is simply you. And like I said, I know a lot of people who are really, really great at being able to really dial into that and they focus on it, right? Maybe they are the cozy person, right? They're the Ray Dunn person. They're the one who always has the amazing hand lettering skills. Oh, I love it. Those people are really embracing them and what they're good at and what they love and what really brings joy to their heart. My team members, I've got some amazing team members who dogs and animals, those are where their heart lies. And so their business and their brand really stay true to that concept. And so that's what I want you to look for. So what is it like Little Miss? Is it rainbows and unicorns? Is it being a mom? Is it being the hot mess mom? Is it being really invested in helping and working with shelters and rescues for pets and animals? Whatever that looks like for you is what you need to lean into and what you need to invest your time in. So if you are one of those people who gets stuck with the fly in the window, right? It starts to draw your attention when you're on Facebook, when you're on Instagram, when you're on Pinterest, when you're on Twitter. When those things start to draw your attention, if the old trick of putting a rubber band or a hair tie around your wrist and snapping it when you realize that you've done it starts to work for you, that's what you need to do to remind yourself, then that's what you need to do to remind yourself. But you have to remind yourself, snap out of it. I will do the same thing, and what I've learned over the years when it comes to getting lost in the scrolling world, because again, let's be honest, it happens, it still happens to me. But one of the tools that I implemented was literally setting a timer. So there are some points in my day, like I said, I work Scentsy full time, right? I just recently signed up because Little Miss is back in school. I need to actually get out of the house a little bit more. And for somebody who is a work-at-home mom, that's the dream, right? That's what I chose to do. I left the corporate world to do this full-time. But there's still a piece of me that's like, maybe I can get out just a little bit more, right? Running errands or delivering orders, things like that, right? Going to the post office, that stuff that I need to do for my business. But maybe I need to get out of the house just a little bit more because it's good for my health, right? It's good for my health. Honestly, it's good for my health. I need to get out there and I just need to get moving more. And so I decided to start a brand new venture, and I am also doing Shipped. So I can still work it completely around my Scentsy business on my schedule and still be an independent contractor for Shipped, which is absolutely perfect and fits me and my family, and that's really what I wanted. And so it's still gonna allow me just a little bit of free time to just decompress. And by all means, if that means I can go shopping for other people, I'm gonna go shopping for other people. My point is that even with all of the things that we may be doing, if you're working that full-time job, if you've still got the little ones at home, right? All of that stuff can be overwhelming. So when you do get some free time or what have you, what do you 9 times out of 10 end up doing? And we all are guilty of it, is hitting the scroll, right? Wherever that may be, whatever platform it is. So what I started doing, because again, there are times in my day where I'm like, I just need to shut it all off. I need mindless stuff for a minute, right? So I will start the scroll. But what I did is I started setting a timer on that, because you know as well as I do that, let me take a quick scroll through Facebook, ends up being 2 hours later and you're still scrolling Facebook, right? So I actually set my timer for no more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes, that's kind of like the free time when I'm scrolling. Otherwise, my time spent on Facebook is really my business. That's either focusing in on my team page, my superstar director and her group page, right? So getting involved in that. Maybe checking out some of the other pages that I belong to on Facebook, but really doing things that are goal oriented or things that work towards my goal and my business, right? Posting, getting that stuff out on my VIP page, on my business page, those things, right? So that free time is really what I reserve for the true scrolling. But like I said, even that free time, I truly, I had to start setting a timer for myself, because like I said, before I knew it, oh my gosh, now it's time to cook dinner. I just sat here and wasted a whole hour just scrolling Facebook. How does that happen? It happens very, very easily, and more than we even realize. And when that happens, we do start to succumb to the comparison bug. So I want you to really start paying attention to that. Give it a little bit of attention so you can realize how much time that you may actually be spending mindlessly scrolling, or those moments when you actually find yourself really starting to compare yourself. And that's when you want to stop, okay? Because again, the magic within you, building your business, building your brand especially, is truly all about who you are and what is important to you. Not about what's important to me or to your sponsor or to your upline or to your BFF. It's not to those people, it is to you. You need to really lean into that and find that. And once you find that, once you really get comfortable in that space and just owning yourself, oh, you guys, it's a magical feeling. It is a magical feeling when you can truly just sit there and be confident. And you guys, it doesn't mean that you're all put together, right? Or you know all the answers, or your posts are the posts that rock, right? No, that doesn't mean that. That means getting off the highlight reel. For me and my team, especially when I'm talking to my team, I really try and let them know what I'm doing in my business, because it's easy to just sit there and be like, okay, we should work on this month, or hey guys, it's transition month this month, this is what we need to focus on, right? But also kind of showing them behind the scenes that, you know, hey, I'm over here working my business just like you are, right? I am trying to work on bookings. I am getting mailings out. I am having conversations with people who are interested in joining. I am really working on my business page and getting my VIP page really working on a consistent basis, right? And getting those things out to my customers, doing the happy mail, making the samples when it's time to make the samples, okay? So really being able to just, again, own those pieces, because it's not all rainbows and unicorns all the time. It's not. It's hard work, it's dedication, it's consistency, and it's really sitting there focusing on yourself, your business, and your brand. You guys are amazing just the way you are. And I know, yeah, that might sound a little cliche, but it is so completely true. You are perfect the way you are. You just have to start to learn to love who you are. And you can do it. And if you need a reminder, don't hesitate to shout it out, because I will always remind you to love yourself and take time for yourself and really build your business around you and your brand and who you are. All right, guys, until next time, peace, love, happiness. Bye.